اكتب لك اغنية حب ملاني كليشيهات ببدع في كل اشي واشي وببلم بالاشيهات الماي في كل الغرف وصلت لي فل الركب بدي اصد النقط بحط اغنية الحب بالجرور بتعود تعود بعد ما فوق كل الوقت
There was a tank attack. There was a gas attack. Never a heart attack. Because the beat never goes off. The beat never goes off. The streets never goes off. Middle East never goes off. The beat never goes off. His part goes. I'm a little Abu Antar. على little Handal. Little Park, little Biggie. عطوا قان فدوى. Malcolm in the middle. East. Gaza. Let the truth come. Flow pure. Zamzam. I had a cream. Dr. King and Wu-Tang Clan. Shoot.
Your lyrics too bang bang spitting three lingos my lyrics too gang bang
A1
mic check
واحد one
name two
fight the occupation coming straight from the curfew
smack you like snares
ഇത്തവണ ഇൻ്റർനാഷണൽ തിയേറ്റർ ഫെസ്റ്റിവലിൽ കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് വന്ന പലസ്തീൻ നാടക ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ എൻ്റെ ഒരു സുഹൃത്തുമുണ്ട്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പേരാണ് തമർ നാഫർ. ഹീസ് എ വെരി ഫേമസ് പലസ്തീനിയൻ റാപ്പർ, ഇൻ്റർനാഷണലി റിനൗൺഡ് ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റ്. ഇദ്ദേഹം കേരളത്തിലേക്ക് വരുന്ന കാര്യം എനിക്ക് മെസ്സേജ് അയച്ചപ്പോൾ I was very happy that he is coming to Kerala, particularly International Theatre Festival. So പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഇപ്പോൾ ഗാസയിലെ യുദ്ധം നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ആ ഒരു സമയത്ത് ഞങ്ങൾ പലപ്പോഴും മെസ്സേജുകൾ അങ്ങോട്ടും കൈമാറാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. വി യൂസ് ടു എക്സ്ചേഞ്ച് മെസ്സേജസ് ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദിസ് ടൈം, ഡിഫിക്കൽട്ട് ടൈം. Particularly with Tamer and Ali Suleiman, another artist, actor, internationally famous actor Ali Suleiman. അപ്പോൾ തമർ വരുമ്പോൾ പലസ്തീനെ കുറിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള കൂടുതൽ ചർച്ചകൾ കേരളത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടാകും. കാരണം അദ്ദേഹം ചെയ്യുന്ന റാപ്പ് മ്യൂസിക് കേരളത്തിൽ വരെ നിരവധി ആളുകൾക്ക് പരിചിതമായിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. പിന്നീട് Tamer is an actor also, like he has written a script and acted in a film called Junction 48, directed by Udi Alon. Udi Alon എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇസ്രായേലിലെ ഒരു
Aloni.
Udi Aloni. He's an Israeli director who collaborated with Tamer, asked to write your own story, I suppose.
Inspired of
your story. So Junction 48നെ കുറിച്ചിട്ട് തന്നെ, like I'll ask you about that film first, Junction 48. How it happened, like what was the journey you had making that film with Udi Aloni?
Me and Udi were friends since the year 2000. And I don't know why it didn't happen before. It only happened in 2015, 15 years after. We were always friends. We are always in each other's journey. He was in my shows. He did a video for us. I was in his documentaries. I was in one of his theater plays as well.
Okay.
And one day, I think it was 2010 maybe, I've had my first child and I've lost my father at the same time. So I stopped being a son and I started being a father. Like there was no two together.
Okay.
And I was broken. I was very exhausted. I was tired. I was not inspired from hip hop anymore. I remember this moment we were, me and them with Mahmoud and Suhail had a tour in the US. And when I go to New York, I don't go to hotel. I don't go to the hotel. The hotel stays empty. I stay at Udi's house. We were drunk, talking. I was very emotional, and it just happened.
Okay. So, can you tell us more about your journey, or like the beginning of your journey as a rap musician?
This is what I'm known of.
Yeah.
More than acting, or before acting, I don't know. But basically, yes, I'm Tamer Nafar. I started Arabic hip hop. I think I'm the first one to do it in Arabic, at least in the Middle East. I started around 99, 2000. No, 99. In 2000, I formed the group Dam that included Mahmoud Jreri and Sohail Nafar, my brother. We got very, very famous and popular in Palestine at the beginning, then in the Arab countries, and then we started touring Europe and the US. And I think around 2015, maybe, Sohail left the group, my brother. He went to the US. He's more in the business side, the creative business side of the music. And instead of him came May Sadaw. For me, one of the best female rappers, in my opinion. And I'm working as them. We do a lot of political songs, a lot of social songs, a lot of fun songs, wedding songs. And as well, I have my own career in my solo songs, my solo English songs, theater, writing scripts, writing articles. I just released one in The Guardian about what is happening in Gaza.
I want to ask about that article.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to tell you. I get very bored to do one thing, so I'm shattered in a beautiful way.
Yeah. Tell us about your family and your childhood, maybe in Palestine, occupied.
I'm a Palestinian living in Israel.
Okay.
I'm a Palestinian carrying the Israeli ID. If people don't know and it's confusing, then back in 1948, when Israel was created, they exiled most of the Palestinians. A lot of them were thrown outside to the refugee camps in Lebanon and these places, some in the diaspora, some in Gaza, during the Nakba, some to the West Bank, and around 300,000 Palestinians were still in Israel when they announced Israel. So we got the Israeli ID. Now we are almost 2 million.
Okay.
So we are Palestinians, the citizens of Israel, but Israel is defined as the land of the Jews, so that keeps Muslims and Christians and non-Jewish people second class.
Okay. So what's your experience?
In my city, inside of Israel, you have 5 mixed cities.
Yeah.
Most of the cities are separated. Cities for Jews, 1 city for Arabs, and the rest are villages for Arabs. A lot of them are unrecognized, sometimes no electricity, sometimes no water, unrecognized village. And there are 5 cities that are mixed between Jews and Muslims. And inside the cities, most of the neighborhoods are separated.
Okay.
But some are also mixed.
Yeah.
In my city, it's one of the most interesting, in a sad way, city. Because it suffers from a lot of poverty. It made the city the biggest drug market in the Middle East almost.
Okay.
I'm talking about cocaine, I'm talking about crystal, I'm talking about hard drugs. And it brought a lot of Arab on Arab violence, gangs.
Yeah.
I lost my cousin last February. He was shot in the head and he was in a coma for 3 months, then he died. And my cousin was number, for 2023, around 240 Palestinians inside of Israel were killed by gang members. And we are only 2 million, so this is a lot. So we suffer a lot from, we don't get a lot of license to build houses. And if you do, your house will be demolished. So we suffered from a lot of demolitions. Poverty, we don't control the education system. So that made me fall in love with hip hop, because the stories were very similar.
Yeah.
Whatever I couldn't say, Tupac said it. So I just have to find a way to say it in Arabic.
Yeah. So your rap was like more of a reaction towards the occupation and
No. At the beginning, I would say I wanted the red carpets, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
Even if I was born as a white person in Sweden, I will still do art because I love art.
Yeah.
It's my individual decision. But I would say that, like, imagine meat, a steak.
Yeah.
So I was born as a steak. Politics is part of the spices that the geography forced on me.
Yeah.
But I would have been an artist anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm really sad to discuss about Gaza because the war is still going on.
Everyone is sad about.
Yeah. And recently I read your article on Guardian. R.I.P. the uncle I never knew, a poet just like me and killed by an Israeli bomb. It was on your poet uncle Salim Al-Nafar. So can you talk more about this article?
In the article, his name is Salim Nafar. I know we are relatives. We've never met. Because when Israel was created, it shattered the Palestinian community. So we were in Jaffa. My grandfather was exiled to live in Lid, where I was born, and maybe Salim's family were exiled to Gaza Strip, in Gaza Strip. And then there was a wall built between us, and then there's a siege around Gaza. So Salim lives, I think, 40 kilometers away from me.
Okay.
But the chances that me and you in India will meet are bigger than me and him meeting.
Okay.
Now there's an album that I really love. It was made by Naz, one of my favorite rappers, and Damian Marley. Damian is from Jamaica, of course, and Naz is from Queens, New York. They called the album Distant Relatives. And they mean because black people are originally from Africa, and then slavery came and they shattered them. So when I was sitting at the beginning of November watching whatever's happening in Gaza, and I saw his name, Salim al-Nafar, I remember that my dad talked about him once, 15 years ago. And it immediately reminded me of the album Distant Relatives. So I just wanted to pay the respect to the cousin, not uncle, to the second cousin I've never met, to the family I've never met, even though they live 40 kilometers away.
Yeah. So regarding International Theatre Festival of Kerala, like how was the reception and how are you taking the audience love back home?
It's very challenging, first of all, because there's a lot of languages. I speak in English in the theater as Isa. Ainat speaks Hebrew, and the guys later speaks Arabic, and it's translated to which language was it translated to here in Kerala?
Malayalam. Malayalam.
Malayalam. I need to learn that. Malayalam.
Yeah.
And it was translated in Malayalam. Yeah. And I was looking at the crowd, and the crowd was looking at me, and some people were looking here, and some people were looking there. So it was very challenging. But it inspired me because somehow at the beginning I was like, okay, so they are not with me. Who should I look at? But everyone was looking at a screen or something. And then 5 minutes after, I was like, okay, so they are concentrated in their own world. I will concentrate on my text and my word and my character. So first 5 minutes were hard, but then it was very challenging. And when they stood up and clapped, I got really emotional because lately, because I'm a Palestinian living in Israel, and they're arresting every Palestinian who speaks, even Jewish people who speaks for Gaza, they are arrested. Law of emergency. And to suddenly be able to be here and to tell my story and to tell the Palestinian story because during the 3 months we are just feeling that Gaza is being sieged. No one is able to do anything because the government, because of what Israel is doing and being protected by the biggest criminal in the world, America. So you are feeling that you are helpless. You cannot help your people. You're just watching reels, seeing the death and the destructive and everything. You're watching it and it's like, what can I do? I'm here. What can I know what I did is not helpful, but at least, and it's not about me, but at least you feel that you are doing your part. So, thank you, India. Thank you, Kerala. Thank you very much.
And regarding the comparison, the context you have set for this play, when you mentioned about emergency during the emergency time in India, where no rules existed. In
we
comparison,
are both the sons of the Great Britain. We are the bastard sons of Great Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you made a critic on Indian government's support with the Israeli government, was it added for this festival, in this context, to make the context?
It was Ainat, actually.
Okay, the director.
I know it's important, but me and her always fight because when we go to the US with the theater play, she rewrite the monologues that it will suit the USA people.
Yeah.
And if it's the Europe, then and every time I have to fucking study it.
Yeah.
Every time I have to fuck.
Yeah.
So you need to thank Ainat for this, not me.
Yeah.
I won't take credit for something I didn't want.
Yeah. And what did you see? When you saw the reaction from the people, what was your immediate thought about that?
It's damn it, that woman was right again. That was my only thought. Damn her. I will not admit she was right. That's what I was thinking. I will not admit she was right.
So tell us, when you work with an Israeli Jewish director, and what kind of dialogues you both have?
Because it's not about, for me, it's not about Jews, it's not about Muslims, it's not about Christians, it's not about Rastafaris, it's not about Hindus, it's not about atheists.
Yeah.
It's about being on the right side of history.
Yeah.
I will march with you.
Yeah.
I hate to use coexistence, so I call it co-resistance. Take an example, the classical example, something that is good for the white standards, the #MeToo movement. Men should stand behind women and back them. Women lead, we are behind you, it's your cause. And even if they did something wrong, we are behind you because the cause is big. So I think nowadays there are few Israelis who still on the left side, and they think of a nation for everyone. Then yes, of course, they are my friends. Einat is one of the hardcore, like Ud, for example, they are one of the hardcore left-wing, radical left-wings, not the light ones, not the, I have Arab friends, fuck you. It's not about that. Because people are like, but I wanted peace. And the Palestinian doesn't want, but I always wanted peace. Wanting peace is like wanting to win the lottery, but never apply for it. You don't want peace. You want peace, you want to live in coexistence. Tomorrow they are destroying a house 1 kilometer from your house. Come and stand. This is peace. Don't sit in your house and when they demolish my house, we come a day after, look at us, we are standing together. Fuck you. No, this is not peace. This is, I live in my own bubble. Don't bring your problems to me. But if your problems attack my problems, I will stop being a leftist. So no, I respect people who co-resist.
So my last question would be, you have been here for the last 5 days. What is your impression about Kerala and
I don't know
festival?
What is hotter, the food or the weather.
Yeah.
The impression is very Good. I'm still getting to know a lot of beautiful people, a lot of beautiful souls, a lot of artists, a lot of stories. And I'm hearing about the political situation here that I only know about just a bit. And meeting people like you and hearing the stories and giving example, this makes you feel that you are not alone. Like when you know that other people are in the darkness as well, it makes you stronger. Like to know, okay, so in darkness I might bump into and I fall into a hole, but I also might meet people in the darkness. I wish I could say that meeting people will light up the world, because right now Gaza is without electricity and fuck my world and fuck whatever now. So I'm here and I'm feeling sad that I had the privilege to come and they cannot, I left the country and I came here and people in Gaza cannot leave death. So it's an emotional period of time for us, for me to really concentrate and enjoy a different place. But what I can say is I had an amazing taste to come back for a longer time.
Then can you tell us or like offer us few of your lines, maybe?
From hip hop?
Yeah. Like not singing, maybe just like
You caught me already.
in this context, in the context of Gaza or
I don't have something in English.
yeah. But like
You can check a song called The Beat Never Goes Off.
yeah.
It's a song I did with Noel Kharman and the amazing young MC Abdul.
MCR.
He's a boy from Gaza. We did it in 2021.
He might be how many year old? 8, 9?
I think now 13, 14.
13,
Back
14.
then he was 11.
Okay.
I hope so. Maybe I'm not accurate.
Yeah.
It goes like this. Yeah, there was a tank attack. There was a gas attack. Never a heart attack. Because the beat never goes off. The beat never goes off. The streets never goes off. Middle East never goes off. The beat never goes off. His part goes. I'm a little Abu Antar, على little Handal, little Park, little Biggie, عطوقان فدوى, Malcolm in the middle, East, Gaza, let the truth come, flow pure, Zamzam. I had a cream, Dr. King and Wu-Tang Clan. Shoot, your lyrics do bang bang, I spit in 3 lingos, my lyrics do gang bang, A1, mic check, واحد, 2, 2, I fight the occupation coming straight from the curfew, smack you like snares do, sick flight, bird flu. True. Now we don't talk blank, cause we don't talk blank. We burn tires and it's hotter than your gold rings. You wanna talk blank, cause I can talk blank. Like Tina Fey, we carry 30 rocks more than Baldwin. That's what I remember. The kid does it way better, but yeah.
Thank you so much, Tamer. We will meet you, Habibi.
Thank you. You got your gift, right?
Yeah.